Sons of Man. That was like, remember there was like that.
No, I don't.
Okay, like there was always these people that were like affiliates of Wu-Tang, and they would put out these like albums that had like other people on it. Actually, you don't. Maybe Rob is Redman. You know, who's like from always from Jersey and Staten Island, but like he's Method Man's cousin. Yeah. And like he comes on, he always kills it. Redman.
Yeah, I see that.
So this is maybe this
Redman was stronger than a lot of them, though.
That's true.
He was,
he was a better rapper than
he still is.
Yeah.
But all right, so but Rob Emmer, if you don't know him, you've seen him in things, but like the history of Rob, I want to just get into because he was a PA on the show in season 1. He was like a PA, and the guys were like, "We need to keep this guy around in some capacity." You know what I mean? Because as the show, like, you know, we get new people in all the time, but we're like, Rob needs to be a constant and like bring him in because he's just like he's got a personality you just need to have on camera. And it's for things like this.
Did he just like randomly apply for the PA position, or did they know him through someone? Or
good question. So it was
everybody from Staten Island. So
he's actually not even from Staten Island. No, that's the thing.
Where's he from?
I think he's from Connecticut. Or
Rob Emmer,
Heaven sent, as far as I'm concerned.
I know. I mean, actually, I should take that back. He's from parts unknown.
That's right.
No one knows really where he's from.
The mystery.
Yes, like Blanca.
I have the photos of your wife when he messed up and said, the wife of your photos.
That was real. Mm-hmm. Isn't that insane? That's real.
Here are the wife of your photos.
I knew that was a brain fart.
Yeah.
He's committed.
Yeah. I mean, and then, all right, so that's Rob Emmer playing Roy Emmer, which is a callback to the last time we saw him where he had to play, he like was, the challenge was that each guy was pitching a different actor for a project, but one actor had Rob Emmer and one had his twin brother, Roy Emmer.
Yes, person gestures, as we call them.
Yes.
Twist on product gestures where the guys pitch fake products. And Roy is like the bad boy version of Rob. Mm-hmm. Basically.
Oh.
And also,
as you can tell.
I can tell he's wearing Inspector Gadget coats.
I love that. When they're like, it's like he's a private detective, and they're like, he looks like one.
Yeah.
He sure cracks me up with his response too, where he's just like, he does, doesn't he? Like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, like over the top.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Bare Hands Poop was the first one. We discussed that.
And it was actually, I texted Eric while we were doing this, it wasn't a brownie, it was a Cliff Bar. So to confirm.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
That's the same shit, though. They taste like shit.
It was Cliff Bar. That's our
plug. It also looks
Cliff
more
Bar.
like shit.
Looks like,
if you
tastes like.
Yeah, it's dense.
Cliff Bars are the only things that look the same when they come out.
Right.
Wow. It's exactly the same.
Honestly,
and corn.
We're just
for different reasons.
Dunking on Cliff Bar right now.
I love Cliff Bar.
No, you don't.
If they sent us a free box, Monroe, you wouldn't want one.
No, I hate that. I hate when I'm somewhere and I'm like, you got any snacks? We got these Cliff Bars. I'm like, never mind.
What do you prefer, a kind bar?
No, because those get sticky.
Those are worse.
Yeah.
They
get sticky. And
they don't even look like poop.
Chips.
How can you use them?
No.
Yeah.
I'm about a Cliff Bar. I like it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
I don't know. All those like natural bars are gross.
I know.
Yeah. Just give me some chips. Just give me a Twix or something.
I like that those are in the same aisle in your mind. It's like Cliff Bar or like chips.
Yeah.
It's filling the
kind
same.
of is, really.
It is
They'll be the same aisle.
Like a marathoner before they go out in the morning. They're like, you know what? Give me a bag of Frito-Lay.
Let me get those bags of kettle corn.
Yeah.
Those kettle cooked chips.
Yeah, I'm about that. Yeah.
Those are very good. Put them on a sandwich.
They just take these, like, it's really the same as candy, but they're just trying to tell you that it's healthy, so you buy it. But it's the same, like it's the sugar amount and all that.
Yeah.
It's like, but
and it's like when you bite into it, it has that gritty texture, like sand. So that's all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love sand. All right, so this next photo is of Sal's wife is dunking on these, which is you and
some chumps in the park, me included. Yeah, I'm in there getting dunked on. It was a really fun day to go shoot. There's another dozen photos that the guys had us take.
Oh yeah,
that aren't. They're not even dozen photos. Like another dozen set of 3 photos,
right?
That they didn't use. They just used like their top 4.
Yeah.
So we have like
tons
so
of
many
options.
more.
What are the ones that didn't make the cut? Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, well, maybe if we do the bit again next season, maybe we'll reshoot some new fresh ones. But yeah, there are some really funny ones. Like there was one I liked of she was reading our friend Jess LaMonica, who's the actress there. She's reading Murray's book, Awakened, and then she starts vomiting uncontrollably and and then throws out the book and vomits on the book in the garbage. which was pretty fun. Like it's like in like the series.
We did another one. We did some stuff in Murr's apartment. Like, so like we got access to Murr's apartment through his assistant and like took photos there. And I don't even, since we didn't, I wonder if he even knows that we did that. Hopefully that's the thing. I don't want to say too much of what they are, but that's maybe enough, because I think if we do it again, then you'll be like, oh, now I.
Well, that last pic is really in Murr's bed, the one of her with the dildo by the koala. That is
right. Or that's one of the photos.
James S. Murray bed right there.
Right.
You know, was she putting it in the koala or taking it out of the koala? Was it a hiding place, or was it like you about to get
That's
this
a great question.
koala?
That's a great question. The answer is neither. She was taking it out of her drawer, and we had to put the koala there so it like showed up better on the picture. So that really it wasn't there. It was kind of like
past the koala.
Yeah, it was more to make it like to give it some sort of background.
I thought she was like heading it towards the koala's mouth.
Yeah,
honestly.
That's on,
I thought so too.
That's on you guys. That's
All
what you
right.
think. Those are your fetishes that you came up with while watching Impractical Jokers.
That's when the blur comes in handy. It lets you use your imagination.
Right.
Thank you, Standards and Practices.
Well, I'm glad that we were on the same page.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got James Murray at the end. And this was great. I think, honestly, this older woman might be my mark of the episode, Case.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah,
really?
she was nosy.
She was because she wasn't even the one that Murr was interacting with at first. Murr was trying to talk to this dude about, his girlfriend at the time, quote unquote, doing like, normal things, just like shopping, sitting on a bench. And then, of course, she's got the sex toy at the end there. And I love the guys just giving him the outs. Like, if you show this to the old woman, which you could tell Murr does not want to do, like, we'll give you the win. Yeah.
Right.
That old lady probably was like, oh, I have mine in a different spot.
Yeah.
Well, then she turned out, to be a psychiatrist.
Or a psychologist. What was it?
Or a psychologist,
But every
clinical
old white woman hanging in a park is a psychologist. Those are the only ones that have time to do that.
Yeah.
It's an accurate stereotype.
Yeah.
So that's what I could do when I get older.
Oh, yeah.
Just sit in parks and tell people I'm a psychologist.
Yeah, I mean, like, at that place, they're like, show me your diploma. It's like impossible. So
that was just killing me, though, because he didn't want to show me. She's like, what's that? What's that you got over there? And he's like turning away, trying to just show the guy.
I loved how nosy she was.
She was so nosy. I've met so many women like her. Yeah. Just nosy as hell. What?
Show me.
Let me see.
Why can't I see it?
That's so fun. Wow. So that's challenge 2. And now we got to go back in time to challenge 1. And you know what? I want to start with maybe my mark of the episode, who was Jackette Sparkles.
Yeah.
Oh, he was great.
Jackette Sparkles, which also the name game bit, typically like they have, like you've seen, they have a binder. But in this time, they were like also putting names up on the computer screen. So they didn't really show this too much, but the Jokers from the back literally put that one in because that guy was there.
Yeah.
And they were like, so they're throwing stuff like on the fly, which is like, the nature of the show. But a lot of times those binders are like set.
Yeah.
And so to throw one in, that's a whole new thing, which is fun.
Yeah.
They were like, I think we have a whole new game in this.
Jackette Sparkles.
Are they giving us nicknames?
What's that?
Oh, you're giving us nicknames!
Jack? I just read what comes up on the screen and they tell me to go to the book and see. Is your name Jackette Sparkles?
No, it's Daniel.
Okay, when they get to Daniel, I'm sure it'll be you.
And I love that he called it out, too.
Yeah, he's like, are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Are they giving us nicknames? That was great.
The girl with the little ponytail, her reactions were funny, too.
Yes.
Yeah, she just, it was so funny. Like, she just didn't want to be there.
I mean, yeah.
What did you, can I ask behind the scenes stuff?
Sure.
So how did you get those people to go there? Like, were they really there for a job interview?
Well, I think sometimes the people come for like a focus group.
Oh, okay.
Or like, we want to get your feedback on a product.
Yeah.
So, and then they'll be like, all right, just wait in this waiting room. And then we'll call you when it's time for you guys to go into the main room.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, that has to suck for people who are really like, I need this job, man.
Yeah. Of course.
About to get my kid back.
It's funny. In fact, we avoid doing things like that for that reason. We don't want like to mess with people's time.
Yeah.
With these things, it's like, it's legit enough where people are like spending their day to come to this thing.
Yeah.
So we pay them like $20.
They always get what they signed up for. So if you were going to get like $20 or $50 for doing a focus group, you would get $20, $50 for sitting in that room.
So what about blood? What about people who give blood?
Blood?
You prank them too? They be like,
We haven't done it yet, but we could.
I mean,
we take their blood.
and then pour it on Sal's leg.
Yeah.
I mean,
We just gave you a transfusion with the wrong blood type.
what are you gonna do?
That's kind of how we do it. But you know what the funny thing about that is sometimes people wait. Like if we do a waiting room challenge like this, sometimes people wait in a waiting room before they get to a second waiting room.
Yeah,
which I guess is suspect, but it's usually like the producers are arranging it. We'll try to make it not feel like a waiting room. Like for instance, like that. I think at first those people waited in a big lobby and they were like, "Yeah, everything's packed up there, so we need you guys just to wait here." And it'll be like keep them almost even separate, so you're not even with the same people you've been with.
Okay,
that's a little behind the scenes.
Yeah. All right. Look at that. I'm getting this behind the scenes.
Everybody hit me with their favorite name of this whole game. Because I think it says a lot about like I want you to try to pick one because I think it says a lot about your personality with the one that you like. Because some people like the punnier ones, some people like the ones that are just kind of weird names, you know. And let me know.
Chinese name caught me off guard.
Yeah.
That one was so funny. Chinese name, I was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Beverly Hills Cop too.
Huge. Yeah.
Because you think it's real when you hear Beverly.
Yeah.
And then it goes all downhill. I don't know if this is my favorite one, but it was one that like kind of reminded me of like Bart calling Moe's Tavern on The Simpsons, but I hadn't heard it before, which was holding a fart. And I just love the way that Joe played it again. Mm-hmm. At the end, he's like, "Are you holding a fart? Are you holding a fart?" I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good one to use." Like I could see that turning into like a knock joke somewhere, or one of those other kind of kid jokes that people could learn and use with their friends.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
I might have to give it to Christina, which is it? There was something about that because it was. I was like, Christina, which is it? And I was like almost like picturing myself as an audience member. Was like, did he read it wrong? And then when it popped up as the name like in text, I was like, oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that
was fun. That's like when like the editors can like help the show even more by like waiting to show it, and then that's like a reveal.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Dr. Duck Dick.
I mean, yeah, we all
definitely.
Dr. Duck Dick, you get one.
I'm a big fan of the Egyptian diplomat Amber Slides because I just think that's a funny name for an Egyptian diplomat because it's probably not going to be one.
Yeah.
Amber Slides doesn't live in Egypt.
Who is Amber Slides?
It sounds like a porn star.
I think it sounds like a porn star.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But
I didn't put that together in my head. I was like, who the hell is Amber Slides?
I think, Gal Gadot and Butch AF, just because it gets Joe to laugh. Yeah. Oh, he got Jonathan Toothass also. Jonathan. I think that got him to laugh too. Anything that gets Joe to laugh is probably going to be a home run.
Giuseppe got a big dong was funny. Yeah. Because he kept going, got a big dong, got a big ing, got a big... Yeah.
This is
I like how you try to play it off.
Yeah. Can we just talk in general about Sal? Yeah. Like not being able to play this game at all.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm in bad shape here because I'm laughing at the irregular names. The real name is admittedly not funny at all.
He's like so terrible at it.
Watching him do this game is one of the funniest things.
He laughs so hard at Frank Sampson.
Yeah.
Frank
just
Sampson.
Immediately as it starts, he just can't.
He's like, I'm in trouble before it even started. I mean, it's so great. Oh, man. You know what? I think we should probably do a sneak peek to next week's episode. What do you guys think about that? Give the audience a little sneak peek?
Hell yeah. I like sneak peeks.
Here's the sneak peek.
Man, it's nice to wear a T-shirt, huh? Oh, it's finally getting warm.
Nice icebreaker, Mur. Let's talk weather. Everybody's got opinions on weather.
I'm from Staten Island. I moved here recently because, long story short,
I pretended to be my blind neighbor's wife for 2 weeks.
Long story short, I pretended to be my blind neighbor's wife for 2 weeks.
Wait. Don't say anything. It's processing.
Blind neighbor wife?
She didn't want him to know she was out of town. So I was like, you know what? I see your point. You're always taking care of your husband.
Let me take care of your husband.
Let me take care of your husband. Let me do it. So so I pretended to be his wife. I had her normal clothes on, her wig. I used her perfume.
The whole package, didn't you?
I tucked.
Excellent.
That's good.
Monroe,
I can't wait for next week.
Thank you so much for doing the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Monroe, where can people follow you online and stuff?
You can follow me at Monroe Martin III on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's III because the third is not Monroe Martini. And then my website is monroemartincomedy.com.